Hello everyone, and this is the lecture series of Operation Research subject, and the course code of this subject is ME405. Present time unit number 4th is running and lecture number 26. And today I will discuss about the topic regarding EBC analysis of inventory management. I have already given introduction about what is the inventory management and how it is possible in the organization, and what type of methods have been used for this analysis. So in this several types of method, here is one method is ABC analysis. So today I will talk only about the ABC analysis. So for my introduction, myself Rahul Kumar, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. Here several methods are used, just like for the inventory management. First method is ABC analysis, then VD analysis, and one method is EOQ analysis. In this different types of method, and today this is your ABC analysis method, and here these are the different kinds of objective related to the ABC analysis, and by the end of this section you should be able to understand about the scientific control of the material should serve the following purposes, and this gives the different kinds of purpose to solve the material handling process, and it also provide the continuous flow of required material, parts and component for efficient and uninterrupted flow of production, right? Uninterrupted flow of production, and it also minimize the investment in inventories, keeping in view operating requirements. Suppose if one inventory is good, then this provide one kinds of a special case of inventory. So wasting the time and money for the different kinds of inventories, and it also provide the efficient store of material, so the inventories are protected from loss by the fire and theft, and handling time and cost are kept at minimum. So keep the surplus and obsolete items to minimum. So here is different kinds of items arranged, and these items arranged by the ABC analysis. ABC analysis, it provided three type of categories, just like A category, B category and C category, and all items divided into these categories. So this is a very good analysis for the purpose of inventory management. So go to the next slide. This is the inventory management. Inventory management, inventory control plays a very beneficial role for the organization, and inventory control is a systematic control, and it provides a regulation for the purchasing of the raw material, and it also provides the storage space in the warehouse, and how to use the material. Means some material and how to use and how to replace the old material to new material. So this type of terminology used in this inventory control also. Inventory control, and it also maintain the different kinds of thing to maintain an even flow of production, to avoid excessive investment in material, and it gives the or avoid the excessive replacement of the material here. So inventory control gives the different kinds of production benefits, and it reduce the loss of the production, and this is good for the efficient material control, reduces losses and wastage of the material that otherwise pass unnoticed. Means some material is noticed and some is not noticed. So it also provide the analysis unnoticed material, and inventory control also give the core of material management. This is a one type of analysis which gives the analysis in the core of the material management. And the last point is here, the need of and importance of material varies in direct proportion to the ideal time, cost of men and machinery, and the urgency of requirement is also handled by this inventory control method. So inventory control is a powerful tool in the inventory management, and for this case, how to manage the inventory and inventory processes. So expect from this inventory control, different types of process occurs. So the inventory control is a process. For this analysis, the inventory control is a process of keeping the right number of parts, here. These products are is avoid to stock of the shortage, and it also gives the overstock and the other costly problem solved by this inventory control method. And inventory control focus on the cutting of number of slow selling products a company purchases, while also increasing the number of high selling products, and this serves businesses time and money, and because they don't have to spend lot of man hours reordering and receiving goods, and that they don't really need. Plus they avoid devoting precise warehouses space to hold those products, and which cuts down on carrying cost and efforts, more room for the faster selling products. So it gives a one type of inventory control gives a one type of solution. By using inventory control, you are able to protect against making rash decisions. May suddenly decision, this is sometimes it's very harmful to you, and the decisions, and it also avoid the pain of expense that come from the overstocking on inventory. Means sometimes overstocking is gives some type of pain, or it gives some types of bad effect. As its name suggests, inventory controls helps you maintain control over your inventory levels, so that you make the best use of your resources and avoid product spoilage and obsolescence. So these kinds of inventory control methods are used. So this method provide the different kinds of solutions, and just like there are different types of solutions, and which will give in the next slide in this chapter. So, but here in different types of methods are used. These methods are the min-max plan and the 2-bin system, ordering cycle system, ABC analysis, and fixation of the various level, and use of proportional inventory systems and continuous verification, use of the control ratio, and review of slow and non-moving out items. So these kinds of methods are used to design the new inventory, these methods are used to present the inventory control. And but here only ABC analysis I will discuss in this chapter. So we move to this ABC analysis. So this is a ABC analysis. Just so here the ABC analysis or ABC plan is based upon the suggestion of the material for selection control. Means it also provide the selection of the material, and it measures the money value, that is cost significant of each material. And some items are very costly and some are very less costly. So for this, these types of materials distinguished by this method, and here they gives the one relation between the total cost and the material value also, and the study of each item of stock in terms of its usage and lead time, technical or other problems, and its relative money value in the total investment in inventories. And for this line it gives the conclusion of this, and it reduces the cost of the different kinds of inventories. And just like as some is critical, if in the case of critical, that is the high value items deserve very close attention. High value means high cost of item. Suppose in the case of some special types of item, and then this special type of items required very high money. So for this case, these types of item require one special attention, and the low value items need to be devoted minimum expenses and effort in the task of controlling inventories here. And this slide gives the classification, and classification means in these techniques the item of the inventories are classified according to the value of usage. And value of usage means some items are more useful and some is very less useful, and these items require different types of cost, like as a some items are very expensive and some is less expensive and some is very low rate of type of items. And here the material are classified as A, B and C according to their value. Here the all types of materials are specified by the ABC value, and here these items in class A constitute the most important class of inventories. These are the very most important class of inventories so far as the proportion in the total value of inventory is concerned. Here the A items constitute roughly about 5 to 10% of the total items. The A items constitute roughly about 5 to 10% of the total items, while its value may be about 80% of the total value of the inventory, right? And these items means the A type of item only, the whole type of item only 5 to 10%, but cost is associated the items is here 80% of the total cost of this item. And some items are these are the class B type of item. Class B type of item, this is called the intermediate type of item, or these items may be about 20 to 25%. This is the range of this type of item is here, 20 to 25% of the total items, while the usage value may be about 15% of the total value, 15% of the total value. And this item, some types of item is here. This is the class C type of item, and this is the most negligible in value. Suppose just like a sticker in your sticker in your object or printing value and paint value, but this item is just like as a negligible value type of item, and it have a quantity of 65 to 75%. 65 to 75% of the total quantity, but the value may be about 5% of the total usage value of the inventory is here. So these are the A, B and C class of item. These are the A, B and C class of items. And then move to the more clarification. This is another form of the classification, just like a ABC classification system, and this is a classify inventory according to some measure of the importance and allocating control efforts accordingly. And these are the A class of item, B class of item and C class of item. Here that's just a B, C class of item, just give a one type of graph. So here the percentage is less. Percentage is less in the case of A class of item, but this is very important item, and it have a high value in this project. Similarly, in the case of B class of item, this is more than A class of item and less than the C class of item. So in this case, value is less compared to high class of item, but value is higher than the C class of item. But in this graph, C class of item, these are the very large amount of item, but value of this item is very less is here. So this item characterized by this curve. A is the very important item, B is the moderate important, and C is the least important item. So this is the one example of this analysis. And here is this is the ABC classification, and this gives the different kinds of description about the ABC analysis. And A refers to the in the first this is the first table. In this first table, A refers the A smallest group of the product. A smallest group of product that is classified as most important to the businesses. This is most important to the businesses, and in the case of B class of item, and this group of product it is a little larger but contribute less to the business, but it is contribute to the less to the business. But C is the biggest group of product which contribute at the least, is here. So these are the A, B, C type of analysis, and distinguished by the different group of products. And here is the classification is based on the suppose A is divided by the smallest group of product, right? And the next case is here. Yeah, this is the ABC analysis selection criteria. This is the ABC analysis selection criteria, and ABC analysis can be based on the different criteria and is not limited to the following criteria. These are the ABC criteria, and here is a gross per net margin, this is a sales, this is the order line, this is the customer line, and the quantity. And for the case of the gross net margin, and which gives the outcome of which article have the biggest contribution to the company profit margin, and the sales is here, which product generate most sales, and for the order line, which items have the most order lines, and the customers, and which customer create most turnover, means which type of customer creates the more turnover about this organization. And in the last thing is here is quantity, and which items have to be highest demand, and if some items are highest demand, so this will give to the A class of item. And this is the example of the company. Most company have the goal of the generating revenue. Most company have the goal of the generating the revenue, and this is the gross or net margin is often forms the basic of an ABC classification, and the ABC classification can significantly differ per industry, and furthermore there will be a difference per company, as a company strategy has a big impact on a company products range. If you want to be able to supply a full product range, and you will probably have a very wide assortment, often leading to many C articles, and because of this reason often spare part businesses show a big long tail, and meaning of this C items is a huge in compared to the amount A and B type of item, but the value of the C item is very less, right? And the desire to always to able the deliver requires a company to also stock a very big variety of C type of item. So the conclusion is here, C types of item, this is a very large number of items, but here the value of the project is very less. But A class of item, this is a very less number of item, but here value of the items is very high in this project or in your organization. So these are the different kinds of steps of the analysis, and the important steps involved in segregating materials or inventory control are: first, in the here the 6 steps are given. So we move to the first step. First step gives the information about the find out future use of each item of stock in terms of physical quantities for the review forecast period, for the review of the forecast period. And the second case, if you complete this process, then you move to the second step. In the second step, determine the price per unit for each item. Determine the price of the per unit of each item. And the third is determine the total project cost of each item by multiplying its expected unit to be used by the price per unit of such item. And this step gives the one type of product of the two items, two things, and the beginning with the items with highest total cost, and this cost arranged by the different items in order to their total cost as computed under step above, and express the units of each items as a percentage of total cost of all items, and compute the total cost of each items as a percentage of total cost of all items. So these are the steps of the ABC analysis, right? And just you follow the step for the analysis of different kinds of problem, right? And this is the analysis given by the graph. And in particular example, A article contribute for 70% to the company margin, and B article for 20%, and finally C article for 10%. But the graph clearly shows that the 70% of the article only contribute for 10% of this item, and this the graph clearly shows the 10% of the company margin. And often C class of items, and this is the very lot of number of this item because of their volatility and the complexity of the properly forecasting their future demand. While A article are most important to the businesses, therefore they should receive proper attention and should not be neglected. So these items are very useful. And this is the graph related to the ABC analysis. And in this graph, just A class of item have a very less percentage, and the B class of item have a more percentage compared to A class of item, and the C items are very large, but contribution to margin is here. But if I am saying here contribution to margin, so here is contribution to margin is more in the case of A class of item, and the contribution of margin is B class of item is just like as this type of margin is here, and here is only this much of margin is here for the case of C class of item. So this is the graph, and illustrate the how an ABC analysis could look like. So this is a ABC analysis calculation, and this is for the step number 1. And this step number 1 plot the required data, just like as the data is divided into item number, item description, and the different types of margin. Here the one item number is 56782, and this is a item description is here workbench, and it have a margin of $72. And similarly the highest margin data is here, item number is 00034, and item description is here drilling machine, and the highest margin is here $90 for this case. And in second last is here after $90, then $10, $5, $2, $6, and $9 also. These are the different kinds of data are present here, and then these data divided to the different ABC analysis. So here in the last case, list of the for the step number 2 gives the list of the product in descending order, and split the data in A, B, C article, A, B, and C article based on the example A equal to 70%, B equal to 20%, and C equal to 10% for this case. And then ABC analysis here, 2 items are only given in A class of item. These are the drilling machine and the workbench, because these 2 items have a very high margin value, and this compared to other type of items, and the drilling machine have a margin value of $90, and the workbench have a margin of $72 here. So if I am moving to this B class of item, then B class of item, this is the outdoor paints, this is only $21, then indoor paint $10, glue is $9, and screwdriver $6 also. And this is the some most type of important type of items. And then C class of item, this is the extension cord, this have a value of only $6 here, and multi spray $5, insulation $4, screws 10x $2 only, box 10x $1, and nails 25x mean 25x, so 25 into numbers, this is the $1 only. So in this particular example, the drilling machine and workbench have the highest impact. workbench have the highest impact on the company margin. So margin sure enough inventory is available to meet the customer demands is very important for these items. So this is a method here adopt to distinguish the different part of the item, just like A class of item, B class of item and C class of item. So go to the next analysis. In this case, these are the policies governing the ABC method of inventory management. These are the policies, just like these policies are for the item A class of policies, item B class of policies and item C class of policies. So in the item number A, these are policies are different types of policies we adopt here. For the items A, these are subjected to the strict inventory control and are given highly secured areas in terms of storage, and these goods have a better forecast for sales, and this these types of good have a better value for this case. And the last point here, they are kept as a priority items and efforts are made to avoid the unavailability or stock out of these items. And then move to the item number B, and these items have the different policies, and these items are not and these B class of items, these items are not as important as items under section A or in trivial as items category under C. And the item important things to note that since these items lie in between A and C and they are mentioned for potential inclusion towards category A or in the sensory situation towards category C, and these types of items in between category A and the category B is here. So these are the different kinds of item of this case. So these are the C class item. In the C class of item, these gives the different types of policies, and these items are manufactured less often and follow the policies of the having only one of its item on hand, or in some cases they are recorded when the purchase is actually made. And since these items are the very less demand of the goods with a completely higher risk of cost in terms of expensive inventory, and it is an ideal situation for these items to stock out after each purchase. So this is a very less condition. If stock goes on this type of example, then you want to purchase this item. And the third is here, the questions managers find themselves dealing with when it comes to items in category C is not how many units to keep in stock, but rather whether it is even needed to have these items in store at all. So this is a C class of item, but in this C class of item, requirement of the item is more here, right? Means number of item is here more, but value or margin of the item is very less for this case, right? And these are the different uses of the ABC analysis, and the ABC analysis is widely used to supply chain management, widely used in the supply chain management and the stock checking and inventory systems, and is implemented as a cycle counting system also. And this is the most important for companies and that seeks to bring down their working capital and carrying cost, and it can increase the carrying cost also. And this is very useful for the analyzing the inventory that is in excess stock and those that are obsolete by making way for items and that are readily sold. And this gives this analysis used to help us avoiding keep the working capital available for use rather than keeping it tied up in unhealthy inventory. So this is very important tool to find the different kinds of inventories for the ABC analysis. Here just you see, this is a one example, and this example gives the data illustrated in the table below, and ABC analysis can be performed adopting the thresholds for each group. The following limit values are VA equal to 80% and VB equal to 90%. Then these are the different kinds of consumption, and unit value is here. This is the dollar per pieces and pieces per year. These are the 40, 30, 50, 20, 8, 20, 10, 40, 10, 5, and unit value is 350, 30 like this. So just find the here usage value. Calculate the usage value can be obtained from this figure. These are the just like A. This is the A class of item only. One is here, right? A class of item only one is here. So unit value is here 350, right? So in this here 350 into 40, they just give this type of value, and B is like this. And similarly in the case of C, D, E, F and L is here. So these are the usage value per year. So move to the next page. So here this type of value is defined into different categories, and this is the total accumulated percentage of value, and the item can be structured in a dimensioning order through their usage value. A calculation of the total accumulated value and the percentage of this value can be obtained on the basis of previous relation, and these are the just like a total accumulated value like this, and this is the usage value, and the percentage in here is A item is 46.7%, the C item is 80.0%, and D like this, and so on, and the F is 99.7%, L is 100% item carry the accumulated value. So move to this type of AB. This is the graph of this item, and subsequently an evaluation of this result and the classification of the items into three groups, and these are the three groups are A group, B group and C group. A graphical representation of the analysis is shown below, and here A group is just 0 to 20%. Here this is 20 to 40%, and here is a C group of 40 to 100%, right? So this is the graphical. So according to these values, VA is here 80% and VB is here 90%. The items belonging in to group A are almost 20%, another 20% constitute group B, and the almost 60% of the items are part of a group C. A summary of the analysis is shown in following table. These are these items. Here the class A items only A and C, and the class B item only D and G is here, and the class C a type of item just like the B, H, E, I, F, L. These are the class C type of items. Then solve this question here, and this is the solution of this question only. And these are the different types of advantages of the ABC analysis, and it ensures a closure and the more strict control over such items, and which are having a sizable investment in there, and it releases working capital which would be otherwise have been locked up for a more profitable channel of investment, and it also reduces the inventory cost. It also reduces the inventory cost here. and it enables the relaxation of control for C items and thus makes it possible for a sufficient buffer stock to be created, and it enables the maintenance of high inventory turnover rate. And these are the different types of advantages, and some disadvantages are here. These are the some disadvantages. And for the disadvantage, it gives the proper strategization and codification of inventory items needed, and consider only money value of items and neglect the importance of the items for production process. And periodic review becomes difficult if only ABC analysis is recalled, and when other important factor make it is obligatory to concentrate on C items, and more the purpose of ABC analysis is defected. Then these are the advantages and disadvantages of this lecture. Then move to the next thing. This is the MCQ question of this. In this question number A, the following classes of cost are usually involved in inventory decision except. These are the correct answer is here. Machining cost. Machining cost is the right answer for this question. Then this is the second question. Which of the following is not a inventory? So raw material, finished product, consumer tools. So A option is right. This is the machine. Machine is not a inventory items. So go to the next question. Question number 3rd. And this gives the buffer stocks is a level of stock. Just A option is half of the actual stock at which the ordering process should start, and minimum stock level below which actual stock should not fall, and maximum stock is inventory. So C option is right option for this question. Next question is here. This is the 4th question. The cost of insurance and taxes are included in cost of the ordering, setup cost, inventory carrying cost, and cost of the shortages. So the C is the inventory carrying cost. This is the right answer for this question. And then move to the next question. What is the objective function of linear programming problem? Linear programming problem, first is a constraint for available resources, an objective for research and development of a company. A linear function is an optimization problem and a set of non-negativity conditions. So C option is right. A linear function is an optimization problem. This is the right option. Then move to the next question. Question number 6. Which of the following is true for inventory control? So here is all of the above mentioned in this A, B, C options. All are right. So D option is right for this question. This is question number 7, and the time period between the placing an order, its receipt in stock is known as lead time, carrying time, shortage time, and the overtime. So the correct answer is here is lead time, right? And then move to the next question. Next question is question number 8 is here, and this is the reordering level is calculated as maximum consumption of rate, and for this case here C option is right. So maximum consumption rate into maximum reorder period. And for the question number 9, which statement characterize standard form of a linear programming problem? And these are the constraints are given by inequalities of any type. These are the A option is right for this case. And move to the next problem is here. This is the problem number 10. The minimum stock level is calculated at reorder. Here is A option is right for this question, and this is the reorder level minus normal consumption into normal delivery time. This is and the other options are wrong. B, C, D are wrong option, and A is the right answer for this question. And we'll move to the next stage here. These are the different kind of references we have used for this lecture, and these references provide the better idea for this lecture, and if you want more information about related to this lecture, you go to the this kinds of textbook is here, right? And then move to the for the next class. If I am talking about the next class, in the next lecture I will give the introduction about the classes and other things, and thank you all of you. Thank you.